A huge thank you to all the super sponsors who make it possible for me to make these videos. Visit David X Newton on Patreon to join the ASCII Brigade. Oh good, you're back. I have found the one microscopic hotspot that I think is going to allow me to continue, but before I suffer that, I did take a look in the manual, which I should possibly have done from the start, and I found a couple of interesting things. This spread about how the game works is particularly vital. It says that once you're in the mansion, Stauf will send you a cryptic message to the game book, and you're supposed to take those messages and work out which item in the house they correspond to. So you're not picking up items, poking around, using items with other items. You're just looking for one item, which is why he said I kept getting it wrong. So in the case of the first clue, which was winter coat worn for a mixer, if you mix the letters of winter coat up, you get tonic water. So clicking on that tonic water was the correct answer, gave me a video, gave me the second clue, rolling rock bottle cap. So that confused me because that clue's very similar to the first one, pointing to a bottle. But listen to what Stauf said when I clicked on the bottle again.
That's a real corker, isn't it?
Rolling rock, mix up the letters, it's cork. So I am looking for a cork in a wine bottle, presumably. But I don't know where to find one yet, so we're stuck with this puzzle instead for now. Okay. Looks like that's my only option. Oh, hello, mouse. Alright, I'm just going to shuffle these along until I find the mouse a path, am I? Wait, slow down, I didn't get that. Hang on. So that was clicking there. I can also click here. What does it do? Good enough. This one? Does it switch them all round? I need to look at a before and after. My brain isn't quick enough to understand what's happening here. Move the mouse over there.
This looks like another case unsolved.
Oh. Well, it took me taking 2 screenshots to work it out, but when I clicked here, all of these tiles rotated 180 degrees except for the one I clicked on. I don't know if that's going to help me, but it certainly can't hurt. And that means the mouse is going to...
I don't know how we make this any easier.
Well, you could give me some adequate controls for a start. Has something gone wrong with my brain? I cannot work out the logic to this at all. Sometimes I push a piece into a slot and the pieces move a bit, and sometimes I can move the mouse, and sometimes that goes back in immediately again. I just can't work out why. Bye then. Right, I've got it. It's The Amazing Labyrinth, basically, if you've played that. The piece here, I get to slot in along any side, and even though the tiles go down and up, they're actually moving along, if you see what I mean. So this, if the paths point west, so this is north, south, north, west, east. If I slot this in there, I'd get north, south, north, west, and this would be a west one. So that would connect these two together, and after I make a move like that, I get to move the mouse, which I'm going to move to there, and now Stauf, or the computer, is going to get a turn. And he gets to put his piece in wherever he likes, and he's going to get to move his mouse. Right, so now that I understand how this game works, how do I solve it? Stauf's trying to get the mouse over to here, I'm trying to get the mouse over to here. Why can't I put the piece there? I don't know. I can put it there where the mouse already is, which surprises me, but I'm not sure why this isn't a valid move. I can do it from the other end. Oh, I know, it's because he just moved that way. And if we were allowed to just move back and forward, then we'd never get anywhere. Okay then. So where's the next best place to get my mouse as far over to here as possible? So I'm slowly building up my path to my exit, but to be honest with you, I'm not really sure how this game ever ends. Because I don't see a way of making him make a mistake or give me the piece that I need. Oh no! Right, now that I know the rules from the start, I might stand a bit more of a chance. Ah! I feel that I must be close with this starting arrangement, because look how many paths I've got to get to the exit. That did it. That was just a bit of luck that eventually won me the game.
You'll not find the next one as pleasant.
Alright, out of the lab without any serious brain injuries. What's this now? Is that a cork, for example?
I'm getting bored now. Go away! There must be a better... Frankly, Carl, I don't give a damn. Hello?
Alright, no corks to be had here. There must be one around here somewhere, though. Oh, not touching that. You can't even open any cupboards because...
Oh, be careful now. You wouldn't want to get something right, would you?
Because that counts as clicking on something, which means I suppose it's got to be in plain sight, and that's presumably an advantage for me. These bottles have corks. What's so f***ing funny? Right, this has got to be it.
You're grasping at straws.
Oh, he's got more copies of the seventh guest in here as well. I do not understand this. I'm in an entire lab almost exclusively comprised of bottles, and not one of them has a thing on the top that counts as a cork. Well, if not here, where do I go for a cork? Oh, a cork! I absolutely promise you there was no editing in that 5 seconds. I'm speechless. Let's just watch our overboard video.
I'm researching a story in the Stauf mansion. You're the only person who survived an encounter with the mansion.
Who told you that?
Everyone else has either disappeared or died.
It's all just stories.
Oh. So, do we now get another clue?
Artsy, excited, lecher.
Have any more puzzles opened up on the map? Because I think I'm much better at those. No, alright, so artsy, excited, lecher. So I feel excited might mean an anagram again. He seems to be quite keen on words that mean anagrams, but I don't know what artsy might be. If it's artsy, does that mean things are added? Or taken away? Could be leech. Just remembering what those leech bottles looked like in Connections.
Got you on the horns of a dilemma, eh, Carl?
Horns of a dilemma. Could artsy mean that it's in a picture?
Even Obi-Wan can't help you with this one, Carl.
Well, despite being dead, he still managed to see Star Wars when it came out.
Fell for that one, didn't you? Bye-bye.
Could this be a lychee tree? No. There's this picture. Neither of them look particularly lecherous.
Beast.
But and I'm not looking for a lecher. I'm looking for some sort of anagram of lecher that I don't know about. I feel that usually the arrangements mean that I get a clue and a new place opens up, and then I have to solve a puzzle, and then I have to point to the clue item. No such luck this time. What about you? You're quite artistic. Aha! Oh! Oh, when you click this fast forward button, you get explanations of the clue. Artsy is an anagram of satyr. Which... the next problem is that I haven't seen a satyr either. Hello, are you a satyr or just a lion?
You are pitiful.
Just a lion. Any satyrs in here? Right, I went to a walk through this early because the in-game hints were just not enough, and I don't regret it, because look at this. If you go to the map, you can see that the, well, third floor and beyond, which is very mysterious, and there's gallery there, and it's highlighted, but there's no way to get to it, and you can't get to it by dissolving the floor into a black hole like you did last game. Instead, what you have to do, if I can navigate around here, is make your way past the stairs, turn around here, and you see this grandfather clock? We're going to go into that, even though it did nothing before.
Ooh, bad move.
And even though he says bad move, this is the right move. As we creep along another of these corridors. And eventually, there we go, we get to the, excuse me, I'm just got distracted. That'll be him then, will it?
Hello, Marie.
Where's Chuck?
I thought maybe you were here to see me.
You wish. Is he in his office?
He's got a meeting in 5 minutes. He hasn't got time for you today, Marie.
Just tell him I'm here.
So another mysterious painting. Let me protect your modesty. Yeah, just like that. Another mysterious clip. Not sure how that fits into the story just now, but we'll see. Oh, incoming message again.
A heart attack could put you into the ground.
Alright, well, I've seen a heart. I don't see anything implying this is an anagram this time, which is a nice change of pace. We'll go and touch that after we've had a look around here. I really hope this piano doesn't do what it did last time. Oh no, it's a harpsichord.
The bloodless type, are you?
God's sake. Just wanted to play it. You've seen better days.
You don't miss a beat. Cheer up, Carl.
Anyway, you're really into naked people, aren't you? Although, I don't really have room to talk, being surrounded by at least 4 pairs of bare-breasted artwork I have just around the room in my line of sight just now.
Go ahead, Carl. Make my day.
Oh, it's the musician, the fat man. I can't remember what his real name is, but that's his that's the name under which he writes music.
Keep at it, Carl.
Which has been fantastic, by the way. I haven't given it enough credit through these videos. The soundtrack is the best part of this. And we've got a few other paintings, but... Oh, it's you with the big teeth again. Oh! Oh, hang on! I wasn't expecting that. Is this just the way back, though? I think it might be the way back. It is the way back. Okay, so let's find that heart. At least this disappointing secret passage can come in useful. Heart, attack.
You are pitiful.
Alright, so attacking the heart head on doesn't work. We need to think more about what that clue means. While I'm at it, we should talk about another piece from the manual called Your Techno-Psychic Ally. If needed, she will assist you in defeating Stauf's devious riddles. However, when enlisting her aid, you run the risk of depleting her psychic and technical reserves. This will make Stauf stronger as the hours progress and limit the amount of help she'll be able to give you later on. I don't think that's real. I think that might be just to warn you off using the hints too much. But we'll have to watch out for it. I've just noticed that there's a note from the Confederate States of America here, 500 of whatever currency they used. I didn't know that they lasted long enough to print money, but doesn't seem relevant just now. Anything else opened? Not that's immediately visible. Oh, maybe the urn.
Frankly, Carl, I don't give a damn.
Not the urn. Oh, that's new. A heart attack. What did... Okay, never mind. I'll work out later. What's this? Should you really be walking there with those shoes?
Yeah, it's blood.
Right, that is blood. Okay then. Oh, hang on. Got to answer call.
Battleground!
Battleground? Oh, is that the Confederate note? Just from battle? I don't know. So I just had a look at an explanation of that clue, and it turns out heart is an anagram. It's an anagram of earth. And I suppose attack might imply anagrams, and ground is another word for earth. So I'm going to have to get better at anagrams if I have a hope of solving this. Battleground?
You're such a grind.
A grind? Hang on a minute.
Need something for your aching head? Is today a good day to die, Carl?
Oh, I see you've found time to keep up with two competing series while you've been doing all the murders. So we talked about grinding and clearing your head. Is it medicine?
Come on!
Yes, it is. Wow, what happened here? A mysteriously teleporting head. Oh, incoming transmission.
Bars deter. Cuckoo bird.
Bars deter cuckoo bird. It sounds like a bird cage, but I think I'm taking it too literally. Oh, there's a cuckoo clock.
Is a frontal lobotomy required for this activity?
Shut up. Not the cuckoo clock, but what are the bars that deter... Oh, I know you. Wow. There's a lot of this time, isn't there? Am I going to have to censor this video if it goes on YouTube? So if Robin's the bird, what are the bars that deter her? Maybe just the ones across the front door? That'd deter me. Didn't seem to have a problem with those in the FMV when he came in.
Come on, Carl! They'll solve the deficit crisis before you find it.
Always topical. Birds.
You're dead,
Yes!
Oh, God, help me. Please help me.
Robin, move! Get up!
Carl.
Look out!
are you, Carl Denning?
What is happening? Oh, what now?
Modern art flourishes under the sun.
It's got to be the art gallery, hasn't it? While I'm on the way, what was all that about? So, we saw Robin, who's still alive. We have a live link to her, apparently. And there was some... I don't know if it was meant to be some tentacle coming out of the water at her, but it just looked like somebody poking their hoover onto the screen. And then we have somebody else who's watching us and trying to find where we are. It's all very mysterious. Look, there's a sunflower in that painting. And does that mean that this is modern art? Am I going to... I don't want to do a sliding puzzle, Stauf. Are you going to make me do a sliding puzzle? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Carl, even a blind pig finds a truffle occasionally.
What now?
Let me know when you have a clue.
I don't really have any clues. I've been clicking virtually at random on this painting, and each click fills in some squares, and sometimes they're colourful and sometimes they're not. But I don't see any relationship to from what I click on to the ones that get filled in. Alright, the ones that get coloured in are the ones that directly touch the one I clicked on. So if I click here, I'll get this, this, and that's actually it. And then some other squares will become locked off. Why? I don't know.
Yes, but is it art?
You're playing against Stauf.
Oh, I just clicked to get out of the puzzle, but it said you were playing against Stauf, which is a clue that I didn't know I needed. So, does that mean that I just need to try to capture the most spaces? If so, this is a really good place to start. But that's a terrible place to carry on. Why did he select those?
Keep at it, Carl. Even a blind pig.
Why did he win that?
My kind of art is the black kind.
You're doing fine.
Thank you, Gamebook, but I'm really not. What happens if I go to help?
The object is to choose the last possible space.
Oh, okay. So this is actually a really clever game. It's the old carrots puzzle, but with more of a positional flavour to it. You can't just solve it by knowing your maths.
Too much of a strain on your little brain.
I'll give it this. Stauf has a vast library of responses for when you get things wrong. It's not got stale yet. So I think splitting up the board is a good idea, but oh, he's just taken that.
A lot of...
So from this position, if I select this, then that'll move here, here, and here, and it will leave that and that, which is just 2 regions. Oh no, that as well. So that's 3 regions. So maybe that? Oh no, because then I'm down to 2 regions and there's no way to avoid taking both of these, so...
Too much of a strain on your...
Try that again. I've got to somehow arrange it so that there are an odd number of regions that are possible to take without avoiding taking too many of them. If I click here, though, there's going to be that, and that, and that, and that. I don't think he can avoid... I don't think he can avoid losing.
You have the intellect of a banana slug.
Yeah, I've miscounted. I want to leave an even number of regions. Let's have a look. Right, if I take this one, it'll eliminate that, and that. And that means that he'll just take that. But if I take this, it'll eliminate these, and there will still be an odd number of regions. But if I take this, there'll be this, this, and this, which is an odd number of regions. But if I take this, 1, 2, 3, 4, there will be another odd number of regions. I can take the last piece.
You got lucky that time.
Ah! What now? I'll tell you what now, the reward for completing that puzzle is another solid 10 minutes of FMV, and you can see that elsewhere if you want, but here's the executive summary. Robin arrives at the cafe we saw before in her Mercedes, and there's an extended conversation about how this isn't really an out-brand Perrier kind of place before things start happening. As a donut arrives, Robin announces she knows the waitress's name is Eileen Wiley, and that she wants to talk to her for an investigation for Case Unsolved. In response, Eileen reveals some fondness for Carol Denning, with an attempt at innuendo so appalling that you can hear the fate of the can I was drinking from as my hand spasmed in disgust.
Wouldn't mind serving him up a couple of specials.
I hadn't noticed Eileen's half-robot build in the previous videos, but Robin had, and she grills her about being reportedly the only person to have ever visited Stauf's mansion and come out alive. The story is that one of his zombie dogs had her hand as a lunchtime special, but Robin thinks something else is going on. Eileen's interest in talking about Carol fades, and she ends the conversation without divulging anything further.
I have to get back to work.
Meanwhile, or maybe not, another woman called Marie boobs her way breastily into a shabby-looking Mattel office and asks for Chuck, and he and his floppy hair rush into a room with her before his 8 o'clock meeting. She acts standoffish, he tries to convince her by saying this,
I'll make those minutes seem like hours.
Which just makes it sound like he's incredibly boring, and she responds by justifiably biting him in the neck. He's worried about what he'll say to the people he's meeting with, not to mention his wife, but eventually she convinces him to stay by lying on the bed a bit. We then go back to Robin, who's walking down by the river in ill-advised footwear and crouches down to touch a blood-soaked rock. She's suddenly interrupted by Jim Martin, chief of the Harley Police by virtue of being one of 2 people on the force, and greets him without washing her hands. She tries to get information about the Stauf mansion and the recent murders out of him, and he responds with every cliché in the book about her sticking her nose where it doesn't belong and to stay with the ghost stories and not get involved.
What are you doing?
She presses him on Eileen's hand instead, and he agrees that her injury doesn't seem like a dog bite, and offers to drive her past the town Dr. Thornton's office so she can go and bother him. As they flirt off, a poorly superimposed head among the rocks fades out of existence. After that, we see the same sequence we got before. Robin is stuck somewhere in Series 8 of Nightmare, hears Carol's warning and barely avoids the clutches of the Hoover monster. We're shown the mysterious woman at the computer watching the proceedings as well, but her connection disappears and she can't type quite rapidly enough to restore it. Frustratedly, she asks,
Where are you, Carl Denning?
and that brings us back to the gamebook. Well, that was a whole lot of information to take in at once. I get most of it, but I don't know who Marie was or what that story's about. Maybe we will find out later on. Oh, what now? Hang on a second. Oh, the clock's chiming. 4, 5. $8 o'clock. All right, well, we'll check that on the way.
Skedaddled.
Oh, I know this one immediately. Scared addled. D-E-S-K. I need to check the desk. Right. But before I do that, I'm going to just admire this artwork for a while and get my breath back. Go away for a while. Thank you to everyone listed here for supporting the creation of these videos. Please visit David X Newton on Patreon to join the community, see videos earlier, and get some bonus content.